Well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Yep.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, all you architects of fate. And, once again, I have lost track of where my intro text is because I was clicking around while talking with my friends. We are all here, our friends, on Architects of Fate, so you should all know this. Hey, Mr. Goliath, man, how you doing? DM Dave is yours to manipulate as you please. Just drop some fate chips. I'm gonna do that too. Felix, would you get that fate chips in? To 11 users. Yeah, because I think what I'm doing is I'm loading the cannon for Sunday.
Perfect.
Is how I feel. Architects of Fate, welcome to Star Trek Adventures Back in Business. Tonight we're going to enjoy the world of Star Trek, but it is from the point of view of the Ferengi. And the Ferengi. Call them criminals, call them crude, call them greedy, but never underestimate them. The galaxy is putting itself together after the Dominion War, and old empires are falling and new ones are rising. And the once stable galaxy is facing an uncertain future. The 1,000-year-old Ferengi Alliance is undergoing these seismic shifts with the ascension of Grand Nagus Rom. The old ways of rampant greed and misogyny are giving way to new ways of shared ambition and opening new markets and only gentle misogyny. But it goes against both sexes, so it's fine, I'm sure. But these changes have impacted Ferengi rich and poor alike. So we're going to look in on a merry little band of profiteers and their compatriots as we plunge into Star Trek Back in Business. This week's episode, oh goodness. This week's episode is called The Start of a New Fiscal Year. After meeting with Shart, a lot has changed for the crew. So let's see what happened on Halbek 3. And the crew is now about to turn a new page in the ledger, as is customary for this most sacred of Ferengi times. The beginning of a new fiscal year and the closing out of the old one, and a chance to look back and find out, as we join them in their spaceship, what happened on Halbek 3 after the last session. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring, where's the cast? There's the cast. There's the map field. And, let's meet the cast. Paul, how about you introduce yourself and what you play, and we'll catch you up on what happened last week.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I'm Paul, and I play a Danubian engineer on board the ship, who's also fascinated with music, and anything to do with music from different species. And I'm also playing an Orion, whose name is now eluding me because it's not my original character.
Noit.
But
I believe his name is.
Noit.
Noit.
Atkov.
Noit is the
Noit Atkov.
compatriot of another character who you meet, and it's fun. So I'm having a great time.
DM Dave, no, not that one. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Howdy, y'all. I'm DM Dave, but I'm playing Cash Dash, the Ferengi captain of this motley crew. We got a gently used cargo ship, cargo bay that I'm looking to fill, and a loan that's gathering interest at an astronomical rate. And I'm here to make some latinum.
Okay. And finally, rounding out the lineup is Cam. Cam, why don't you tell us about your characters?
Hey everybody, I'm Cam. I'm playing Delevak Bex, the Ferengi bodybuilder / dealer. And I'm also playing Lyra, who is the ship's best medical officer. I won't say chief medical officer since there's only one person doing our medical. And Dravak is hoping that he got something sold on the planet, but we'll find out.
Oh, yes, we will. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you all on the bridge, and I'm going to share. Should I just go ahead and share the this to you guys?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Let me see. Where's that? What? Ah.
It's me, huh?
Yep. Just start sharing now. Okay. Did I start sharing?
Yep.
Okay, good. There's the little red rubber band. All
So,
right.
did we have our visitor last week?
Do you have what?
Or last time? Did we have our visitor last time?
Yes.
We did.
And we
Sorry, I
also
missed
had Weeman from another game that you don't know, so don't worry about that. But yeah, what we're gonna do is, believe it or not, we're gonna catch up on some things. You might have a little rougher time of this because you weren't there.
I expect nothing less.
However, we sort of almost finished the adventure, but I'm too lazy to actually write a whole adventure, and I'm going to make the players do it because that is the secret to good DMing, as far as I'm concerned.
Delegate.
Delegate, yes. And also, it's easy to trust the players. They would never take advantage of it. Where did I put it? Oh, there's chat. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys check into chat, what we're going to do, everybody, is we're on the bridge. We are leaving Halbek 3. And what everybody's going to do, at least each player is going to do, is remember one of the questions or mysteries of Halbek 3 and basically mark it, and basically set a scene that will allow us to resolve or at least answer that mystery. Okay? And what I'm going to do, if I can get this to work, is I'm going to put them up in the traits window. Where's my little fill?
Lovely.
Yes, we're just going to do that because that's going to be way easier. And also, last week we had last session. Let me see. Home window. All right. D. And then, and this will be the bonus. All right. So what we've got is a series of traits of items. We were told that there was something causing source of contamination. All right, so you found out there was contamination that was real. It created a giant monster that had ripped guys' arms off. That's actually where you left off, Paul. And believe it or not, we didn't get much farther than that. As far as the player characters are concerned, Not a lot happened.
All right.
We spent the whole time as NPCs.
Did we see
inside-
Telerate?
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
did we at least see Telerate blood?
Yes, we did. We actually
Oh,
worked
yeah.
it out so that someone got their arm ripped off with a critical failure. Someone got a critical failure, got their arm ripped off, and that's what the creature took out the door. We also found a very disgruntled actor who also had bleeding hands. He could maybe want to go with you guys. Now would be a good time too to swap crew around if you needed to bring NPCs along. And also Weeman was there, who's an Alorian who just kind of got left there during about 50 years ago. Maybe about 5 years ago, he came with another crew, and they just forgot him, and so he just hung out on the planet ever since. That was why Weeman was there. He'd ridden in on a shuttle with another Starfleet crew, who failed to solve this mystery. So what will happen is, I guess we just you can all just chuckle on the bridge and say, hey, remember when? And then the person who grabs one of the items, if you can read them, off the list gets to kind of set the scene and say kind of who's in it, who's not. And I'll help with some that aren't right, So anyway, yeah, go ahead and you guys can talk to each other now if you want.
It's great to have a new fiscal year. Maybe this year will be more successful than the last one.
Well, it'll be hard to do any worse.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
To be
At least
perfectly
now,
honest.
at least now we've met Shart. Well, you knew Shart, but at least now I've met Shart, so I know a little more about somebody who's manipulating the lean on our ship. And I think she was kind of angry at Grell for not doing the proper thing. So I'm not sure where she's going to do what she's going to do about him, but he's not here on the ship, so she must have done something.
Good riddance. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you get when you try to take for yourself and you don't do it the right way. I'm all for it. You gotta make deals wherever you can get them. I mean, you all remember when we had to go pick up that load of Benamite and Chemisite from Shart's mining facility.
Yeah, that was a crazy place. People wearing masks and contaminated monsters. I was like not even sure what was going on. So maybe
give me
each of
one
us
random-
could review. Yeah, each of us could maybe review what we each experienced there.
All I'm going to say is I think Dave's transition was smoother. Dave, you get an extra personal point of momentum for having a smooth transition. And we'll just do that. We're just going to go, yeah, I remember that.
I'm having a bit of a memory issue. I don't remember really understanding and learning about the zombie people things. Did we ever resolve that?
Oh, we must have.
God.
Yeah, it turns out that they were actors, and they were part of this grand scheme by there was a Tellarite, and he was acting very much like he wanted to become almost a Ferengi. He was trying to make money. He was an industrialist, capitalist, very, very much into the wealth and accumulation of things. And he took an opportunity that to basically have these people perform as monsters, and it was like tourism of some
Hold on just a
kind.
sec. See, I was hoping you guys would act that out and not talk it out. But that's okay. You've grabbed them. Give me a second to get the set together for the first episode. The first thing we're going to hit is illegal mining facility. So what I'm going to do is, Dave, do you have any preference for how you want to enter this, or do you just want to have me drop you in a spot?
Well, I knew that Shart had given me the option to transport a load of the
Yes.
illegal minerals off the planet. So I would assume she gave me the location where we could go and pick that up.
Yes.
But I'm sure didn't warn us about what we might run into along the way.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is you've managed to. This is not the Rathan labor camp, the mining facility.
Captain Kirk, to all ship personnel, red alert.
All right. To camp. Oh, wow. Half of this is right.
Captain Kirk, to all ship personnel, red alert.
Captain Kirk have a problem?
That's my text tone on my phone.
How we doing? All right.
Themes.
So what I'm going to do is there any NPC you want to bring along on this? You're rolling up in the Jeep. You're getting ready. You got the back seats pulled out. you got the back seats pulled out because you want to. I'm going to presume you want to get hold of as much of this as possible.
Oh,
As
absolutely.
quickly as possible because you just know
That makes sense.
Shart has already told them to start offloading things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I think I'd be bringing my two beefy boys,
Okay.
Dravok and Gorath, for sure.
Okay. I'd like to bring Torma just for the giggles. The driver.
Oh, we got Torba back?
Oh,
Hey, you got Torma. You should have Torma no matter. He didn't die, did he?
Oh,
Okay, good.
I'm not sure. He vanished kind of when we got to
Yeah,
the
he
building.
Kind of fell, well, that's because I erased him.
okay.
Let me see. It was.
He's been there the whole time.
Yeah, it was. He's just.
Gosh,
I've been in the.
I wish he
Maybe
wasn't so
he never
quiet.
left the car.
Yeah, he might have stayed in the
Oh
car.
yeah, there's Grill. Okay.
You've been in the car the whole time?
Oh yeah, no, I love the idea. No, I like this idea better. I'm gonna do this to you because I don't care. Grell is with you because you need extra hands.
All right.
So you grab Grell. Now we have a way to properly deal with Grell, if necessary.
Beautiful.
There's the mine entrance. You know, you kind of pull up, put it in park. I don't know what our momentum is. Momentum and threat. Okay, we're leaving that at 5 and 2. Fantastic. Yeah, there's the thing. What you have is just a kind of a it's another concealed entrance, but now that you've seen what passes for a concealed entrance, you're totally welcome to deal with, or to you spot it. Also, there is a. Why am I missing this? There's also I'm gonna do that. Order send to back. There we go. And that thing is going to be full of, not that. Let's go with green glowing ooze. There. Behind that door, the door is also easy to find because there's a giant puddle of green liquid coming out underneath it. And by the way, you all do, when you went back to the ship, you did pick up proper little tricorders, and I don't know if you just decided to grab a couple of phasers, a couple of weapons, just in case, even though you're not supposed to have them. Because you did see, by the way, they saw this banged monstrosity from the last adventure, which was that. That's Skippy. And Skippy.
Rules be damned.
Let's just
Arm up.
huh?
I said rules be damned. Arm up.
Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, and there's
That's no-
Shart's very what's it called?
Loby.
Yeah, a very sensitive portrayal of the Ferengi. Everybody dead. Still more people dead. Free role-playing game day. Okay. Yeah, we'll just assume everybody has a phaser, but it's kind of fun to have a phaser out. Yeah, so there's a green puddle. And this is you remembering what happened.
Well, I remember I sent Noit and Dravok over to that machinery over there, see if they can get that working to make our job a little bit easier.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember taking a look at that.
Yeah, and you don't have to necessarily. I hate to say
pretty
it.
hard on that
I apologize. You don't have
version.
to say that. Let's just go with it as.
Okay, yeah, I got it. We're
made
in
a
the moment
mistake
now.
when I said, "Oh, you're remembering," but
We're back.
we're back.
We're
in,
here.
real time, as it were. It would be better to do this. Oh, hold on. As an aside, to divert ourselves even more, I would love to do another point of view episode. Which I want to go Kurosawa at some point with multiple points of view from an episode. That might not happen this week, but just on your toes. Anything like that can happen, and then it's up to you. Okay, so you've just been Noit and Dravok, you've been sent over there to look at this machinery.
Come on, Noid, let's see what we can do with this stuff.
All right. I brought my hammer for hitting it.
Oh God.
Yeah, I have a tricorder so we can see if there's something wrong that we can fix.
Yeah, Grell. Sorry, go ahead.
We forgot to bring our engineer, but mine is okay. My engineering's
I'm
okay.
happy.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm happy that Goroth isn't on this. It would make things too easy. But yeah, so so what Grell's gonna kind of skulk around and doesn't want to come out of the truck.
I've got Grell by the collar. And I say, Grell, come on, we're going to take a look at that entryway over there.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna sound like the Cure now. I like that
I
voice.
don't
That's a
know what
lot
that
of fun
is.
voice. That's a good fun Nomi voice.
He's not so sure about the green ooze. Cause see what I can do for this. I'm gonna take a look and see if if my dice work on this week. Do they work? No. How about those? No. How about those? Nope. All right. Well, I was hoping it would roll some d20s for me, but I guess not. Okay. Yeah. So the Grell is not thrilled with it, and I'm assuming you can. I assume you actually have a collar on him. When you say by the collar, I assume that's
Perfect.
very literal.
Yeah, excellent.
I feel that there's some form of indentured servitude that Ferengi have, and you dusted that labor saving device.
Right, yeah.
It saves the labor from a beaten. It's this or the tire iron. So Grell's gonna go over there and not be.
I don't know what is that stuff.
You don't.
I don't know. We better find out.
And he's kind of looking at you and looking at this puddle of stuff oozing under the door, and it's looking like the bottom of the door. You know, usually these Star Trek doors are sealed, and it's clearly kind of eating away at whatever was at the bottom of the door. He says,
I don't like that.
That doesn't look good.
I don't like this.
So Noit and Dravok, you found machinery, and it's poorly disguised. It's like, you know, kind of the machinery part you're seeing right now are they're the thermal exhaust ports, right? They're a way to dump heat from the machinery. You know, you're looking at that. You can take it apart and kind of look a little further. It's definitely something that's generating or using a lot of energy, and it's putting off heat. And actually, it's as you get nearer, it's quite toasty.
I wonder if it's supposed to be this hot.
Yeah, it's for something that's supposed to be hidden. What are you guys' engineering skills?
Mine's a 3, so he's decent, but
How
not
about
great.
you? How about you, Noit?
I'm trying to find the character sheet for it, so
Okay, give me a
Cameron can
sec.
let us know.
Oh yeah, let me pull it up. His engineering is also a 3.
Holy crap! Nice. Oh, I was in the wrong. Yeah, I'm trying to pull my character sheets up too. Um,
No.
yeah, PDF here always. Thank you. I've just switched out of a different PDF reader, and I've got one that works way better.
Nice.
Merchant. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a merchant skill. Long form, personal effect. Jeez. All right. We'll have to see if we can maybe give that to Cash Dash too. Yeah. So you've got. Yeah, Noit's kind of well rounded when you get down to it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
A little bit of
Well,
this, a little bit of that.
he's an Orion of all trades
Yes. Okay.
and a master of none, as they say.
Okay. And you had the talents merchant, well informed, personal effects, and thread the needle. Okay. Do you have a copy of that, Paul?
Of the character sheet. It has. I can't find it.
Okay. Well, I'm.
Cameron, where did you send it through?
I shared it as a Google Doc, but I can
Here.
just
If you
pump
go ahead.
I can put the PDF
Yeah, I
into
just
the
put
chat.
I put the PDF
Okay, Google
into
Doc,
the
okay.
Discord cast chat just now. So there you go. You've got Lyra, don't you, Paul? Cameron?
Yeah, Paul sent it as a phone image, but it might be clearer if you have the PDF.
I have Noit's sheet.
Yes.
So.
Okay, there's Lyra there. Okay, just letting you know so you had it. Okay. Yeah, you guys are definitely, with Engineering 3, you definitely understand how this works. There's a lot of heat pumping off of this thing, more than you'd expect because it's supposed to be disguised. So, something's wrong. You can remove the grid. You can remove the grill and things if you need to. Sorry, go ahead.
Do we think the green ooze is coming from the machine?
It's coming. There's no sign of green ooze on the vents or the areas you're dealing with.
Okay.
The entrance, however, under the door, there's definitely some pools of sadness.
Okay. All right. So we haven't discluded or discounted the fact that it might be, but we don't see any evidence of it now.
Might be green oozed or
Creating the ooze.
yeah. You don't see any. I mean, there's nothing to connect it at this point. No.
Right. Okay.
Not that I know of, but you're welcome to make that assumption because I think that most of us being gamers get our exercise from leaping to conclusions.
Oh yeah. Wow, this thing's really hot. I just touched it, and man, oh.
Yeah, maybe something is shorted out and it's causing a leak or something. Or the environmental controls. Maybe these are environmental controls. Let's take a deeper dive. I'm going to look at it with my tricorder.
Where's the access hatch? There must be one around here.
Oh, lo and behold, you don't even have to roll for it if you don't want to. You can make a 0 level difficulty if you want to build momentum or run the chance of getting a critical. So that would be engineering and either engineering and reason or engineering and it's engineering and steroids. It's engineering and either reason or insight.
Reason sounds good. I'm very reasonable.
Oh yeah, you are not insightful.
14.
So you have a 14 target. It is a 0 level difficulty task. So any success is a success.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 2, but I also rolled another 2 with a 0.
Oh. So yeah, I was. It's the 0 level. It's that 0 level ball buster, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah. Complication.
So
This dice is going away.
yeah. So now we have, and I loved whipping that out in front of Michael. We get to show him our high class graphics.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. What kind of thing would happen since Dave, you're not going to have your face burnt off by this? Do you want to give me the 2 threat, or do you want to cause them something that would be a setback akin to a broken item or injury?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Tooling around with it, just cut the wrong wire,
Okay.
and the machinery's not going to be any use to us.
Okay, let's say you pried it off, and yeah, I like the idea better, and there's a reason. You basically, I'm gonna remove the consequence now. I'm gonna put a trait, broken. So you broke the exhaust port, which means it starts to cool down now. You did something that while you were trying to pull it off, these are like the radiators. So something you yanked and it's cooling down now. So you must have fixed it.
I really don't know my own strength.
Yeah, well, you should know your own strength. You've been working out.
And you did get a 2, which is, let me see, do you have any fuck around and find out focuses? Bureaucracy, accuracy, astrogation, ancient tech. No, nothing that would work as a focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you got is, didn't quite get a success, but you do get 1 momentum that you can either use or bank. There's nothing really you can do here. I was going to just personally bank it for you.
I think I'll bank it.
And then, yeah, it comes off. You've got an access port, and it definitely looks like now there's some broken up connectors back there that must be shoddy workmanship. It had nothing to do with you.
So the cooling down process, is it because I opened up the access hatch and heat came pouring out and that reduced the temperature, or is it something else?
What happened is these are kind of you can think of these as like the on an air conditioner, that big grid, fragile stuff that you look at it and it bends, right? So there's a bunch of this stuff, and what you did was you went to pull it away, and when you did that, and as you inspect it, and I think Dravok, do you want to make a reason and engineering roll, and I'll explain what happened.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, my reason is not good. I'm more insightful.
If you want to make a joke, if you want to make a case as to thinking it through or guessing.
I'd rather take a guess.
Taking a guess, and I'm going to go with this to just. I'm going to increase.
Let me see what's going on.
Okay, hold on.
It's an educated.
Just as a quick warning for your taking a guess is going to increase the critical range to 18. Critical failure.
Okay.
Let me know if you accept that. Okay, it's a contract.
I accept that. Yep. So insight 9, engineering 3.
Oh God,
Disagreement.
Right in the beginning.
2 successes and 8 and a 9.
All right. You only need 1 point. Now you got a point.
Well, I'm gonna guess that it's this.
Uh,
I pinch something in there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure if I was in Starfleet, I'd have some techno babble to throw out, but Ferengis, we don't care. We just say, hey, it's this, man.
Orion.
And pinch it, twist it.
You could.
Well, Dravok is Ferengi.
Oh, Dravok is. Yeah, he just doesn't care.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
Dravok,
he doesn't need the techno babble.
I'm gonna do this. We'll save that for when you know. So that's what happened. You can explain that however you want.
Okay. All right. Well, I see this thing here is kind of, it looks like it's not supposed to be in the front of this radiator type thing over here. So I'm going to just disconnect it and put it in a different place, because it looks like you had it kind of jimmied in the wrong spot there, or somebody did. I'm not blaming you, Noit, but it doesn't look right.
Oh God. So you're just going to try and just on the fly, just jam the pipe somewhere else?
Yeah, just jam it somewhere
Okay.
else.
Kick that can
Whatever
right
makes
down the
it
road.
work. Yep.
Okay. Well, you can give that a whirl. You didn't bring an engineering kit, right? Okay,
No.
good. Even
I thought it was killing cargo. I thought we were just loading up some chemosites.
yeah, that's true. Okay. Oh yeah, chemosite is
Do we see any cause to the sudden release of all the heat?
Yeah, and that's what
Massively
Dravok
off
was supposed to
the-
explain.
Okay.
That was the critical failure, Cam. Was he
Ah,
disconnected
okay.
it from the radiator? So
Yeah.
there's a pipe that used to be moving heat out of wherever it was, and it isn't anymore. And you can just you also can ask another question. You have a point for spare question.
Here's my hammer.
It's probably not venting properly at all, so we may have to do make a hole for it to blow back out.
Okay. Are you guys going to work on that, or I'm going to switch back to Grell and Dash. Torma,
Okay.
you can command Torma around if you want to as well, Dave.
Torma's been good to me. I think I'm just gonna let him stay in the vehicle. But I'm
Listen to the radio.
yeah
He's listening to NPR.
yeah. I'm the girl from Ipanema.
Yeah. Oh, that would be even better. Oh, say that. I'm saving that for the elevators. But yeah. So Grell is like, all right. I think you must raise the whatever at him, the little shocker that controls the collar, and now he's gonna try and go around the puddle, and he's gonna find something. He finds something on the ground, kind of pokes at it with a stick, and it clearly doesn't do the stick any good. The stick starts kind of not disintegrating immediately, but it definitely softens the stick. Like you pour it in, you point it in, and it's like if you heated up styrofoam, because that's how this special
Sure.
effect will be achieved on screen. But yeah, it sort of just starts collapsing on itself and disintegrating. Girl says, I don't like this. This isn't good. I mean, amazing. Like, it has no smell whatsoever.
Is that true, or does he just not have a good sniffer?
It is true.
I take a sniff.
You can't smell it either. Although that would have been a perfect opportunity for him to waylay you. Damn it. All right. I'm not sneaky enough as a GM. Also, yeah, if he gets within 5 feet of you, the collar goes off.
No.
Because I sorry, I'm just giving you extra bits that you
Oh, it's amazing.
probably want. But yeah, Grell's like, I don't think we should touch that. Now there is a way in, the whole door. Let's do that, and just say it's not the whole door because that would be funnier. That lets you have an in there.
I was just gonna make him walk through it.
You're kidding me, right?
I was taking a look at your shoes there. They've got a thick enough sole, right? You could manage. I imagine.
Yeah.
Holding up the little remote.
Oh, you're holding up the little remote. Yeah. He's gonna go over and he at least sees the keypad. As all Ferengi can, because that's a thing that's gonna happen. And he's gonna go up. He's gonna try something. Let's see what his little dicey dice are. Roll for D20. Okay, he gets the first two. He says 1 to 15, so he's pretty good.
Nice.
So yeah, he's using up all the good rolls tonight. He's like, okay, and he just kind of, diddles around with it, looks over his shoulder at you again because he's got a secret.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, I should know.
Yeah, He actually, I'm gonna go because he succeeded well enough. He criticaled, so I'm gonna pretend that he knows this thing. Well, no, he you sense there's something more. He says, "Sure, whatever you say."
All right, but we're in.
The door's open.
All right, let's go. You go first, Krell. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. And he will start going in. I'm gonna reuse a set because I think it would be funnier this way. Actually, no, it'll be easier to do the one I want.
How close is the machinery to the door?
Uh,
How close is the machinery we're working on to the door?
It's about it's about 10 feet. So it's not as close as it looks on this.
Okay.
And now it's machinery, so I'm gonna do that.
Machinery.
I used words. Yeah, this is wrong, but we're just gonna do that.
Enterance.
Enterance. Oh, that there is Cardassian entrance. I need to be a player. Okay. So machinery's not really close to the door. Grell's gonna walk in.
Okay.
I think, and what we're gonna do is, do you guys just want to go in with him?
I'm going in with him.
Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff.
I gotta keep an eye on that little worm.
Yeah, he's definitely wormy. And did I or did I not have? I didn't have explosions or fires, did I?
I don't recall.
No, I didn't. I had. I was hoping that we had an explosion and fire thing. Give me a second to bring that back up.
There's consequence.
There's a consequence.
That looks explosion-y.
That looks boomy. It's a boomer. Okay, USS Norway, Bajor Rising. Resources for Bajor. Bajor has explosions. I'm going to use Bajor explosions. Come on. Seriously, Bajor? I got rid of, oh, there they are. There we go. All right. This is, it's not necessarily cavernous, but this is the closest thing I can get to kind of a facility. You've got that. You've got, it looks like people not doing too well. You have character over here, get the corpse markers on their ass. You see two injured people. All right. And this guy's dead. Grill, who has no head. He has a work shirt that has his name on it. Okay, he's in like little coveralls. He is scorched. And I'm gonna move the explosion over to him. And then there's Neri the Nausicaan. You do recognize.
Captain John Picard, Federation Starship.
You do recognize Captain Picard's voice now as he beams in.
I'm catching some stray communications on this Riscom. I better turn that off.
Turn that off.
Beep. I put it. I cannot be reached any longer.
Yes. Put do not disturb on it. Okay, and what you got is, what are the people that she did? Dopterans. Okay, so that goes back into old. This is just an alien of the week from DS9. Dopterans are really close to Ferengi. They're you could think of them as the little less successful cousin of the Ferengi. Okay, they're just as low down. They're just as conniving. They have less morals, if that makes sense. They're not guided by the principles of. They're not guided by the principles of the rules of acquisition. They're a little bit more at anything goes kind of guys. you know.
Sure.
And these are the people that I think she didn't tell you. Shart didn't say that. She said, just go pick up the stuff. I don't know.
But it makes sense. As soon as I see them, of course, she'd be using Nocturnes.
Yeah. So she's all set with them. This guy looks very dead. Very like an explosion took him out. You see Neri there, and also, if I can find it. Oh, I really wanted to use that one from Game of Thrones, but I won't. Oh, please let me have this. Yes. Okay. No. All right, and you are right there. And next to them is that. Neri is down and has this. It's a pad, but it's really a book. It's an instruction manual. Yeah, so Grell is. I don't know where Grell is. Grell, are you keeping an eye on Grell, or are you letting him go?
No, Grell is within my. I guess I've got the zapper, but I want him in front of me. I want him. I'm like following in his footsteps, so that if he steps on anything that gets him, I can take a different path.
You are literally step by step. I like the idea.
He's my little canary, basically.
Okay, because I like the idea that you're looking down at where his feet are, and you're very specifically putting your feet right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is exactly how much you don't trust him, and so Grell is like just looking behind him, and also just
keep going.
Grill's like the other character. It's Grell. Oh God, that could be me. If someone had a better imagination naming characters, that could have been me. And you find he does go up to the Narn. The Narn, and there's a book, which is it's not open. I'm just, even though it says it's open, it's not open. Do you want to grab it, or you want Grell to look at it? What do you want to do?
I would like to grab it.
Okay.
I sort of shush Grell ahead, and at the same time, as I'm picking it up, Nari's still is Nari still conscious?
Nari is unconscious. You haven't checked for life signs. Grill is quite clearly dead. Yeah, Yellow is unconscious or out of action, and
got it.
we can stick a pipe over him or something if it makes you feel better.
No, that's great. I was just. If he was still conscious, I was going to ask him questions, but no, I just pick up the book and start flipping through.
Okay. You do pick up. You just grab the book, huh?
Yep. Oh. Just grab the book. I sure do.
All right. You grab the book. I'm assuming you still have your respirator on.
Definitely.
You've got this, and Grell's even less happy about that. You open. I mean, you get the book in your hands. It's really a nice book.
I'll send Grell to go. I say go check with those Nocturnes over there. See where they keeping the. See if they got a shipment ready for us.
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna put a door in here. Let's put a door. Even though it's up in the air, let's just pretend it's a real one.
There's a ramp.
Exit to question mark. All right. And we'll put another door down here because this is how we roll. And this is to outside.
Right.
All right. Just so that we're all, I mean, I know we know where it is, but the kids worry when we don't label shit. It's an OSHA violation. Okay, so you're to the outside. Here you go. Grell's gonna try and go through the exit, and he's looking. He's like, oh, okay, it's closed. I'll see ya. He's gonna try and open the door. Actually, it doesn't have any coding lock, so he's just gonna go on through, and it's gonna close behind him.
As soon as it closes, I'm gonna give a little press on the button on my little remote. All right, good. Just checking. Keep going. As I start to page through the book.
Trust but verify. I get it. Rule 187.
Rule 187.
Don't actually, we don't know if that's right or not, but we're just gonna say it. Because somebody loaded up on those when they were here visiting. They just little jerkwad just had them.
Absolutely.
Thanks for showing us up,
Just
guy that wrote the game.
spat them out.
Yes. Well, you know,
Amazing.
we were the Make-A-Wish Foundation for a designer, so I
Yeah.
think that's good. You open up the book. The cool part is across the top you do see a minor. What would something that looks like it's charging money look like?
So it's just got like a little tally.
Yeah, like let's say it just has let's just say it has like a little something like a little number of bars. You don't know what the units are, but it's very clear that that it's a bunch of square tick boxes. And I mean, I presume that you open it and you kind of look at a few words. You notice the bar. I don't know if you're going to read it.
Yes. No, I'm sure I would. I read the first, 5 to 8 words.
Oh yeah,
and then
as your eye darts over it, it's like bing, 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 bing. Those little dots.
Shart.
As soon as the words touch you, as soon as you see the words.
I slam the book shut and toss it into the nearest fire.
Basically, let me see. Where's my? Gosh darn it.
Or into the ooze. Maybe into the ooze.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to test the ooze, see what it does.
You said about 10 words. I'm giving you 10 words.
Maybe glad of it. Okay.
So there you go.
It's still going straight in the ooze.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. You just grabbed it. I'll just be quiet about what could possibly be a case. Let me see. I've got to get.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's and there's a point of order, everyone. This is the come on. Interior. Traits, mining. This is like processing machinery. Broken exhaust port. Fire.
Yeah.
Ooze. So we're gonna make a Mutant Ninja Turtle around here somewhere.
Is there any is there any are there any crates or product anywhere? Shooting off mortars next door. I guess it's close. It's the 1st of July.
It's the new fiscal year.
It's Canada Day. It's Canada Day. Those Canucks, those Canucks next door are shooting them out.
Yeah, I'm sure
that was when the Canadians politely asked to be let out of the monarchy about 150 years after we did. They just sort of were polite about it, and they got out just the same. So there's the rule. There's what he read, folks. Just to let you know. You look
all that engineering jargon. I hire people for that.
Especially now that the book is going to be in the ooze.
It is in the ooze.
We'll make a determination. Either we'll do a threat or momentum spend. Momentum to save the book if necessary, if you feel like it. And let me see. Do I have a treasure chest? Okay, let's see if I can get some stacked crates here. I'm just going to grab some stacked crates.
Spacecrates.png. Okay. Yeah, sure. These look like magical space crates with a frickin'. It's got a company logo on it. Is that a problem, guys?
Nah.
Okay. Copy image. There. Okay, that looks like
Oh, that's
that
fine.
looks like space crates. It's a STL file that somebody
Yeah.
probably stole from someone else as a game resource. I'm going very much on the all intellectual property is theft kind of thing, which is probably
We'll send him a cut of the profits this year.
yeah. This year, whatever money we make from Architects of Fate, will definitely show up in their coffers. And we shrinky-dink that down, and we put it over here like a game thing. Yeah, so there are 4 kind of crates of chemosite. There's crates of something. Who knows?
Sure. I'm gonna yell out the door to outside. I'm gonna say, "Time's up, fellas. If you haven't got that machinery working, you're just gonna have to carry it with your bare hands." And then I'm gonna go check on Grell. I'm gonna go follow after Grell.
Okay.
Okay, we're just carrying it out to the truck, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, you guys probably have
Get
comm
to it.
badges
All right.
too now. I mean, you have comm badges.
Yeah,
so,
that's
yeah.
true. I would hope so.
Sorry, I needed to have the fine wait staff bring me a refreshment. It's like I miss Vegas. I just bring it right to you. But you do have to wear a diaper when you sit in the chair. All right, so Noit and Drebach, you guys are I don't remember, you didn't repair anything, did you?
No, not really. We discovered that something was broken off, and I didn't blame Noit exactly.
Okay. You have an opportunity to do this before or just kind of ignore Cash Dash for a minute. I mean, I don't know if he pays you a bonus for being quick.
Well, let's see if we can get this thing repaired just very quickly, and then if not, let's go in and carry the cargo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we should leave this in this situation. It may cause problems for us before we get everything loaded.
That's a good point. Okay, between the two of you, between Noit and Drebach, I need you to each make a roll against engineering and reason, and you gotta come up with 5 successes between you. And don't forget, you can spend momentum. You can talk me into things. You have improvised equipment, so it's going to be a 19 or 20 for fix or build it. You guys have momentum if you need it.
Let's
So
see.
I have a 6 and a 13.
Okay. How did that? So that's one.
Under
success.
14.
So I'll spend 3 momentum to get 2 extra dice.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 4 because my reason is terrible. So I have to roll 10 or less. All right. Ooh, a 1. So I got 3 successes and an 18. You said a 19 or 20 was
19.
critical, correct? Okay, I just missed the critical. So I got 3 successes out of it. One was a 1.
And in that
I had
Alex
2.
Trebek way, you needed 5. So
No, I had 2. I had 2
wait, I thought
successes.
You had a...
Yeah, he had 2.
I had a 13. I had to roll under 14.
God. Oh, okay. You're better
Yeah.
at this job than I thought. I think maybe you need to.
Hey, what's the deal
All
here?
right. Between the two of you, you do manage to take one of the broken pipes, unkink it. What I would also like is that's also the success to get some things done. I also need a this should be a lot more up your alley. It's not even McBeal. I'm really hallucinating at this point. ChatGPT has nothing on me. Okay, I need a fitness and security.
Ooh,
Either fitness and security or fitness and
Now-
con. Either one.
From both?
now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Both of you,
16
that
you
from
need to
both?
at least get one. You at least need to get 1 point. And this is not a total. This is individual injury. This is avoiding an injury, by the way.
How is Noit's
Sweet.
fitness a 1?
What?
How is Noit's fitness a 1?
Because it's
That can't be.
compressed. It's a 12.
It's a 12. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way he's.
It is a
He is a
12? Okay. Wait a minute.
Mine's an 11 because we're both, pumped. All right, so I got 2 successes, a 14 and a 1. I rolled another 1.
Yeah, it's good you're getting this out of the curses out of your D&D dice. How did Noit?
Yeah.
Oh, not Noit.
Noit got. You said fitness and
Yes.
security?
It's like a 16.
All right. I rolled a 4. I don't know if that's anything special, but I got 2
Okay.
successes.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
4 would have applied if you had a focus. That would have increased your critical range to 4, your security stat. So your red shirt skill saved you, which is ironic. So yeah, you're basically you both, when you unkink the pipe, that is the heat exchanger pipe. You unkink it, it opens up, and there's just this flood of steam and vapor. You're both are jacked enough, and it was, I believe it was con and no, it was security. But basically, you guys were both able to avoid a steam, as it were. Okay. You avoided injury. You were using the engineering to get that, and then the injury avoidance was because of fitness and security. So this thing just blows past you. Great. You get it seated, and the grill begins to radiate up again. And Cash Dash, while you're in the room as they do something, you'll notice the explosions are beginning to die down a little. So remind me to remove those markers. And do you guys want to go inside then and start hauling stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. I think we did some good out there, Damon, so we should be able to carry this stuff out with any extra threats to us.
Yeah. We pumped up a machine.
Yeah.
It's like just, I mean, whether you're laughing in empathy for, yeah, sure, going along with it, or were you happy about that? There's a discarded book on the floor. Cash Dash, I believe you are fucking off to the door. Or are you're not out of the room until they get there, right? Or you could stop being Marcel Marceau. Do you have a voice?
Whoops. Sorry, there was some more artillery next door.
Oh, there is. I say traumatize the pets.
Just let it ride.
Let it ride. It's okay.
However, the timing would have worked out. I yelled to Dravok and Noit to come in and bring the stuff, and then went right after Grell without waiting to see if they would come in.
Okay, totally. You guys come in just as a door is closing up behind them, and let me see if I can go. I'm going to go and actually grab the mining facility, which did cause everybody's head to bend around because I had 2 mining facilities. Okay, not this guy. Yeah, none of you. Oops. See, now I'm actually doing a thing here. Yeah, we'll make that purple. I don't give a shit. All right.
In here, it's purple in here.
Yeah. And this is actual mining facility. I'm going to have this be, what's it, we'll call it machinery. Mac. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way and just be giggly about it. Where's my bucket? There's my bucket. You can have any color as long as it's what Google thinks is cool. The machinery is, and I'm gonna say busted. Okay. And that's gonna be there, and I'm just gonna grab, where's my sparkly bits? Do I have any sparkly bits? Where's my damn blue thing? Try to put sparks on the machine just to, make it funny. This is the machine nobody raged against. Okay, we're just gonna go with the Landrew kind of.
He chilled with the machine.
He chilled with the machine. Lyra's in here for some reason. Okay.
Hi, Lyra.
Hi, Lyra. So we got Grell. Here, get this. Copy. Get you guys in here. Yeah, there's Grell comes in. I'm gonna see if I can format. Forgive me for a second. I'm gonna see if I can position, size, rotation, text fitting, drop shadow. Oh man, I can't make an object transparent, so I'll just make this. This is gonna be a stink cloud for right now. Okay, and this is one for Cameron that I think he'll appreciate. This is a cloud of 23rd century coolant. Because everything had to be really vividly colored. It was like in the old 1960s Batman. They only had one color of smoke, and it was purple. Cash Dash, you might actually have
Eye-shatteringly purple.
Eye-shattering. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, an advantage here.
Yes. You've got Grell is Grell's not doing Grell like hit this. He's trying to cover his mouth with his sleeve and just waving stuff away, and he's actually trying to make his way back out. And it looks like he got a little bit of some sort of a chemical burn, minor, like his skin is a little but yeah, and then let's see if I can find some more dead people for you to enjoy. Come on, guys.
Because they're not zombies.
As long as they're not zombies. There we go.
Phil and Donnie.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the names.
But no, they're perfect.
They
They couldn't be better.
They have an apostrophe. It works great. But they're also both cliff face, not a movie set. There's a backdoor explosion, damaged machinery. And poison gas, just for the hell of it. Phil and Donnie are like, Phil at least is on one side of the machine trying, it looks like, to mess with things. Don E is trying to get out of the door, but there's a lot of smoke between you and them. Grell did not decide to investigate much further. This is, of course, the rock face that has crystal, it has all the stuff in it. So this is like a bit of a mining situation. We're just going to pretend. I'm not going to build like a big labyrinthine mine. We're not going to do a mega dungeon. Paul and Cameron, would one of you want to take Phil and one of you want to take Don?
Okay.
Who's Phil?
I mean, what is Phil?
Phil's a
What
little
race is he?
goopy. And Phil actually is an engineering guy, and he is also he's a long-term thinker, okay? And he's an underling.
Okay.
Don E, you're the money and idea man.
He's also the one going for the door,
Don
right?
E is going for the door. So Phil's trying to fix the machine,
Phil's trying
because I
make
think
something happen.
he's concerned. Also, Phil, you've wanted to read the manual for a while now. So you've wanted to read the manual, and then Donnie, you're
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll read that manual.
Donnie, you're basically the idea man. You do mining. You don't like to get your hands dirty. That's what the Nausicaan's for. And you're just getting out now. You're just done with this because for the last 3 weeks the machinery's been going to hell, and you decided that this is the last straw.
Time to cut my losses.
There we go. Okay, Dash, you come in on this. I don't know. Grell's trying to make it out, but then he bumps into you, and then he goes, ah! And then he falls backwards.
Well, hey there, fellas. I'm here. Shart sent me. I'm here to pick up a shipment. You guys, fellas, know anything about that?
Spaceballs. I just want to get out of here.
Oh well.
Yeah, see, we're doing something here to try and keep this machine from exploding on us.
That sounds like a good course of action for you, working to make things better. But you, is your shift over?
Who's the you?
It's over now.
Whoever's trying to leave.
Yeah, I said it's over now. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, did you talk to your boss about that? You got special dispensation?
I just don't want to die.
So small-minded. Come on. I'm sure the two of you, if you put your big old brains together, you could figure out that machinery over there.
I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm just the thinker. Phil knows how to do the machines.
So you're the thinker.
But he keeps asking for the manual, but I was told that gets kind of expensive.
Yeah, that's man, I can't believe I never thought of that. I can't believe I never thought. I've got manuals, you know. I've got sort of in instructions, crew manuals. I could have been making extra latinum every single time. And if you
it was a pretty good gig she had going there.
But she didn't require you to read the manual ahead of time. That's where she missed out, I reckon.
I need to see that manual. We got some kind of neutronian surge pulse generator that's not operating correctly. So suddenly
it slides
You
into
immediately
Scott.
once you go into technobabble, it's gotta go to Scotty. There's no 6 ways about it. You're from the Scotland of whatever it is, yeah. Doctor in Scotland. Wearing a little kilt. I like the idea that they probably wear kilts because they didn't say.
Sounds like you've been watching those FedTube videos.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, there's an idea.
All right, Grail, you go back out there and maybe you can narrate. You can read from the what's left of the what's it called? You can read what's left of the manual out there to us aloud, and then since I've got the air mask on, I'll go in there and try to help out. What's your name? Who's still working? Who's not a coward?
I'm Phil.
Phil.
You can just call me Phil.
Phil.
Remember, neutronium surge. He did it again. Neutronium surge projector.
All right, Grail, just go to the back of the book and find the index for neutronium surge and get back here right
You know how
quick.
many words are in an index? I love this. Grell doesn't know anything about it. Actually, yeah, that's a way to off-ramp him too, as he just goes into indentured servitude from reading this book.
Amazing.
I think we might do that. It's not what I had in mind,
Yeah, let's
I
roll
had
with that
two
one.
ideas, and I like this. I like the one that I didn't think of at first the best. Okay. I'm gonna send.
And who knows how much of the manual is still left at this point?
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing. How much do you want to be left? It will cost you a couple of momentum.
I will spend my personal momentum to have landed front first.
Yeah, safe.
So that he can still go to the index.
Okay. No,
or the appendix.
Yep. Okay. You had one momentum, and then you can snag a group momentum.
Yeah.
All right.
We're fine.
I did spend 3 of our
you
group
did?
momentum, by the way. So
all right, thanks for keeping.
remember, so
All right, there we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're actually fine. So far, nobody's had to buy threats. So hey. Let's
Yeah.
see. Is nobody in chat giving a shit? Are they? I'm not monitoring chat.
Oh, it's been kind of
Okay,
dead in
fine.
there for a while.
No, I'm good.
They assume we're playing perfectly.
Yes.
We're entertaining them.
Oh, they're
they
saving,
don't
they're
need
saving
to
their
make
money up
us
for
do.
Sunday night. There's no 6 ways about it. So Grill comes back out. This puts you guys back into your normal PCs. Darvak and Noit, you guys are moving toward the. Are you guys moving toward the crates? Because I don't think anyone told you where the crates were.
Well,
it's not hard.
I'm going to assume these blue boxes are the things we're supposed to carry out. Noit, what do you think?
That sounds reasonable to me.
All right, let's see how heavy they are. Okay. I'm going to try and just pick a single crate up.
You're probably going to want to. You could use extra help. There's a Nausicaan down there, and surprisingly, there's no nearby anti-grav pallet. There's no cargo lifter thing here, so I have no idea how that gets how the stuff gets moved. It might move with the shuttle because I don't think they want to.
You never push your weight limit until you build up to it. So maybe we should just do this both of us at once.
Okay, you want a team?
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's each grab a side and see if we can hoist one up.
Let's go with either fitness and. Oh God, they don't just have a straight strength roll. I mean, is it engineering? No. Is it a science thing? I don't want it to be security.
I think it's
security.
security.
But security is just like fighter. It's
that's our best
skill. It's the fighter skill. So I guess that's a straight.
Yeah, it's like wrestling.
Yeah,
it's like wrestling. I'm gonna pick the guy up and do a 360 and throw him over the turnbuckle.
That would be performance. That would be presence. What I want to do is, do you guys have any focuses that would be things like cargo handling?
I have strength as a value.
Strength is a value.
My value.
You could do the Muktos stealth chant or strength chant. But let's your profession is cargo handler. So what I'm gonna say is you each get a free first die for this. Now what happens is this is your first die, and it's the one that would cost you a point. So the second die is still 2 points, and the third die is still 3 points. But now you each get to roll 3 dice right off the bat because it's your profession. You need to come up with a combined total of like 4 successes. Should not be a problem.
No, I don't think I'm going to spend any momentum because I don't want to run out for later.
I have 3 successes.
Okay.
And I also have 3 successes.
Okay, 6. You needed 4, right? Being the guy that
you said.
You said 4.
Okay.
Yeah, you said 4.
Being the guy who's supposed to keep track of the rules, I really don't. So you guys need. Do you guys want a bank, or I don't know what you'd use it for? If you've got other ideas,
pick up 2 crates.
You could pick up 2 crates.
I think we need to.
Yeah, we'll stack. We can stack them.
Yeah, because you do get to change the conditions of the test with 2 points. I'd say you take twice as much this trip. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
with you could probably clear half of the cargo in one trip that way. Does that work for everybody? And then
Works for me.
there's
Great.
2 more trips.
Works.
I should have defined it's a 4 trip. It's 4 trips. Now it's 2 trips. Or now it's now it's 2 remaining trips. 3
Yeah.
trips. Now
Yeah.
it's 1. Yeah, so I got math works. Okay. Grell comes back out.
It should have been 4
Should have been
trips.
4.
They got 2 in 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're
there's
better.
2
Okay,
left.
my math is still good. It's been
Perfect.
This is why I'm not in any danger of card counting when we went to Vegas. It was very clear. I'm good enough at math to know not to play the lottery, and I'm bad enough at math to think I can still do it. Okay, so Grell comes out. You guys notice Grell coming out, and he's like, "Arr!" And he kind of kicks at the book to get it out of the slime, and he yells back, "It's icky! It's got crud all over it." I guess he pulled.
Do you think I care? Pick it up.
Oh, all right. Grill does look over and sees Neri at least has a pair of gloves, so he's gonna take. Actually, Grill has a pair of Ferengi-sized gloves. No head, but gloves. So he's gonna put those on. He also is gonna look at the guy's boots while he's there to see if those boots are any better than his. Because that's the kind of guy he is. And he does pick it up and opens it. He said, "What am I looking for?"
Oh shit! What did he say?
It started with an N.
It's neutron flux emissions.
Neutronic. Go ahead. Neutronic.
Okay.
Pulse. Pulse was the next word. But I shouldn't be saying that. I guess I didn't.
I think you
Technically,
should, I think you
Drabak
should
didn't
sell
hear
it
it.
to him. Honestly, I love the idea of well, you're still in the room. You could actually kind of ask the guys.
Yeah,
they're
true.
literally
What-
right here.
That's right. What am I looking for? What's the
Neutrino surge protection.
neutrino surge protect?
Okay. All right. Neutron Jimmy, Neutron Dance. Here it is. Neutrino surge protection. What I'd like is an insight and engineering out of Noid and Draylock.
Insight and
It's got to give me a
engineering.
success. What's NSP? I don't know, Rufus. What's neutrino surge pulse?
Protection.
Yeah, I
Insight
think it
and
actually,
engineering.
originally it was the projector.
Oh my God.
It was projector.
All right. I unfortunately used up all my D&D bad curse, and I now got STA bad curse. I rolled a 19 and
Nice.
a 20.
All right, and
Oh, I think I'm losing this
no,
box.
this was a mental, this was a knowing stuff roll. So whatever you fail
okay.
at, I'm not gonna just randomly have it. It'll be narratively connected because we're professionals.
He has a headache.
But yeah, your lobe's strained to hear it. You could have strained your tympanum. But what I do want you to do is it's either something that it's benign, which is ridiculously stupid, or it is something like preservers level technology in your brain. You think it's something to do with the preservers, like it's some ancient. You do think it is some ancient, long dead, distant technology that's only been rumored about as theoretically possible. No, you can do with that what you will based on your backstory, because I'm going to start trying to kick off more crap for you guys too. How'd you do, Noit?
Okay, so he's doing the same kind of
Yeah,
roll about.
it's perception and
Okay,
something or other. Engineering.
let me pull up. I gotta pull up the sheet here. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm sorry to everybody who's playing this on a
So
phone.
Wait, what is perception?
Sorry, insight. IN.
Okay, insight and
Insight and
what,
engineering.
science? Oh, okay. Okay. 2 dice, right?
Unless you want to
2
buy
dice.
more, but it's a 0 level thing, so, or it's a 1.
So I believe that the neutronic surge projector needs to be aligned to 4.5 degrees. He got 2 successes.
I want to make sure because I said this is bad. It isn't bad
Yeah.
when it breaks. It's bad that it broke. If that helps. So you may want to circle back to it because this makes no sense why this is broken. But you can go ahead and tell somebody, or just sort of let it roll around in your head after you've heard the idea of it's something to do with distant preserver technology. And he's basically said thumbtacks, aliens. That's where you're at with it. Cam's
I
gone,
think
by the way,
that,
so we can just keep moving.
No, I'm here.
I think this bad.
Yeah, I think there's some alien influence here. Perhaps somebody from long ago, like the preservers or something. This is very, very ancient technology.
Noit raises his eyebrow in a very Spock-like way.
Yeah, Felix has a point about something about aliens. You're all aliens. Wait a minute.
Well, see, the ancient alien.
Yeah, I definitely like that about Star Trek, is they say aliens and they're on a fucking starship with a Spock next to them. What about the alien? Which one?
Well, we haven't alienated them. They're friends, you know. They're
So what I'm gonna, so you guys are just gonna move the car. So you're talking about it like a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern kind of moment, right? Again,
right.
Architects of Fate, we reward you for your lesser used college classes.
Your AP English.
Your AP English class, man. We're here for the AP English. Theater kids have a safe spot here. Yeah, so do you guys do you want to drop what you're doing, or do you want to continue moving the crates? I think Noit's the only one that can really make that decision.
Let's get this one crate out of here.
Okay. You take your loadout, done. Grell is back to okay, here we go. He flips then to the book. He has a comm badge open. What's his name? Not Draylock. Let me think. Sorry, Cash. I forgot your name for a second. Cash, he has a comm badge, and I'm going to give a new trait to the Ferengi comm badge, or at least the one you gave him, which is he's wearing like that little rabbit thing that actually works. You know, the little comm badge with the camera on it.
Yeah.
Because he's under.
What does this mean?
Yeah, the collar probably also has cameras to let you know where the person is. You know what they're seeing. So you can see what he's seeing if you want. I mean, yeah, you can on your screen. So he's gonna, yell back. And as you watch him open the book or whatever, you're starting to just watch that bar, that little bar thing go, and then it, kind of does a thing where it just goes shh, and then it empties all the square,
like a typewriter.
And then it clears it. And then the next builds up because it just tells you how many you spent of 10. It doesn't keep track of the 10s anymore. So,
That
so
sounds
you're
like
gonna-
a grill problem to me.
Possibly. He's also saying, "Hey, it looks like it has a thumb scanner on it. I'm gonna have to take my glove off. I'm gonna need extra latinum for this."
Sure. I'm not. I have no intention of giving him any.
Okay. So he
But-
pulls off the glove and he puts his thumb. There's a little thumb reader on the book, and he just puts his thumb on it, and it then starts unlocking the book. That the little lights were just for the index. But now he puts his thumb on the book and then he can actually start looking at instructions. So do you want me to read it from here, or do you want me to bring it inside?
You're just fine right there. I think I can see what's going on here.
Okay. He's gonna start relaying Technobabble to you. Yeah, which is, I'd love to just,
I have whatever I'm looking at his feed from in one hand, and I'm trusting my air mask to actually no, I wouldn't. I would tell Phil what to do.
yeah. Oh, you're just gonna tell him?
Yeah. Cash Dash wouldn't rush in. Are you kidding?
Wait, say that again.
You're gonna take the Rabindio oscillator and align it to the off axis, and you're gonna calibrate the cycles to 1.21 gigaburnets. Is any of that making sense to you?
Phil slaps his head and goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe that I overlooked that. Thank you." And so he tries to make the proper adjustment.
And then go ahead and just roll 2 dice and tell me what you get. So just give me
All right.
numbers.
I got 2-1.
Yeah, 2 1.
No.
Even better.
All right, got actually we got a 1 and a 5.
Damn, he's more competent than I thought. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend threat. So I'm taking myself down to 0, and I don't know if it is. And I don't know if it is or is not going to be a thing. But as he does that, the machine sparks even more furiously. And Dash, you see the instruction manual actually refresh and change the paragraph text you're looking at.
Come on, Grill. It's not working. Whatever you said. Give me another reading.
Wait, this shouldn't be happening. Phil starts patting at, with his gloves at various, sparks and things coming off, try to head off little fires at moment's notice.
I'm focusing on the new.
Check that again.
All right, try resetting the vibrotrium oscillator and applying a slight pressure to the pelvis.
Slight pressure. Yeah. Oh, yep, I got you. Where are you headed? Okay. We're gonna try that.
Does work.
Donnie, do you want to help? You're
I don't wanna
obviously
get
not
killed.
getting out.
I don't want to get killed.
Okay, that
I'm
door.
just gonna stay. I'm gonna back over here by these rocks since this exit door seems to be jammed.
Yeah, it does. I could let you out if you really wanted to, or did you want to be a pain in the ass?
I'll stick around and be a pain in the ass, but I'll back over by the rock wall.
Okay, we'll
Try to
we'll,
find a notch to protect myself if I can angle it
Yeah.
in case that thing blows.
Yeah. So the but yeah, Phil is Phil. Let me see. Yeah, Phil. These are instructions for you.
don't understand what's happening here. Circuits seem to be moving on their own accord, and
Forgive
oh my
shitty
God.
typing.
it's all good. So, what I understand is it's moving things in a different direction as I try to fix things.
Yeah, every time you
So as not to let me fix things. So this isn't working. This isn't working.
The fix you applied actually worked, but you could swear when you applied the first fix, everything changed just as you applied it, and then the text rewrote itself and gave you a new fix, and you applied that. Does that help? So this
Okay,
may actually like have fixed the one of the fires.
Fix
Yeah,
one of the
there's
fires.
two-
You
there's
said.
2 fires, and the coolant. So the coolant's
Okay.
like slowly receding. So that's shutting down.
So we've made
You have
positive,
made positive
progress.
progress. You've actually done it, but you've also revealed that this machine seems to rewire itself
Okay.
At random, and the instruction manual rewrites itself to fix the thing the machine just broke.
That's
Okay.
genius.
So
Fucking yeah.
do I feel like we're out of the woods?
Yeah,
or
you
I
gotta
just
go
got to
fix
keep
another
fixing
thing,
things.
but that's about it.
All right. Okay. So
You're gonna look up a new thing. That
look at the look at the vibronium oscillator. Look that up quick.
broke. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. And he flips back to the index. Also, you'll notice, Dash, that you can see the little dots move, but they're moving twice as fast as when you looked at the book by yourself.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Which
I should have known she would be able to see. I should have known.
I love you just screaming that.
What are you talking about?
All right.
All right.
Does it? I close my eyes. Just read it. No, if you read it to me, is that gonna make a difference? Oh hell.
He's looked up. He's found it. He does parrot back a set of complex instructions. Now, are you closing your eyes or not?
I will close my eyes and tell him to read them out loud to me.
Okay. He reads it out loud, and you hear it. You hear it come over the comms. Basically, you do get another fix, which doesn't seem to reorient anything. It works. So that shuts down the leak and the additional. Whoops. Yeah. And it also, the coolant starts to dissipate. So the machinery is at least repaired and functional again. So that's pretty cool, I think. What?
Phil's not convinced that we're out of the woods yet, so he's just gonna monitor the situation.
Yeah.
Because see, he feels like something weird, beyond weird happened.
Well, you do get a bit of a victory lap for it too, because you get a bit of "I told you so" on Don.
So that means he can speak Scottish. He's allowed to speak Scottish now. All right, sorry.
That's a thing that might come up on Don's mind. Because Don, there's a reason that you didn't want to read the manual. You know what the score is.
So who's paying for all this? You guys realize every time you look something up in that book, everybody gets billed.
Don't say it. don't know. That's whack. I'm covered. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you should just.
Cash Dash assumes that this is how it works.
Yeah,
He
this is
covers
exactly
up
how. I'm sure it works like a Pip-Boy. Yes, it works like a Pip-Boy.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
This is just business expense off the owner's top line.
Yeah, I assumed he was the one who was reading it, and I assumed it was going to come straight out of his.
Yeah, assumptions don't.
Well, I'm sorry. The machinery
that's your
was
problem
on
right
fire.
There
was a cloud of poison coolant in here. Should I have twiddled my thumbs and shuffled my feet? Or should I have taken action to save our lives?
You should have opened the dang door that I was trying to get out of. You could have just opened that thing up. Who cares about this machine right now?
Cash Dash is going to stomp across the floor and I don't know if and try to open that exit door.
Yeah, and by the way, you're all the same height too.
Phil is going to hold up. Phil is going to hold up the remote control he had and press a button.
What the hell is Phil's remote? Oh, you mean you're going to take Cash Dash's remote or what?
It's for the door.
Or does it open the door?
Yes. Oh, I love the idea that Phil had the door locked.
He has the key fob.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Now the door swings open freely when Cash Dash, you go. Door opens. No problems.
Enjoy your life.
Why in the 7 regillion hells didn't you just unlock the door in the first place?
Oh, Dunn, you don't know he locked the door. I think that was all that Phil just had it in his pocket, I think.
Oh, I thought he took it out and clicked it.
I'm gonna pretend.
I didn't want to die alone.
Yeah, you're gonna need somebody to pay for the manual. Is probably it too. He's probably the only one authorized to charge the manual, or was authorized to charge the manual. Yeah, because that's even funnier. So yeah, what we might want to do is put a pin in it. It's 9:30. We've gone a little past our joy time. It sounds like I'm a prostitute. I'm saying, well, our time is, or a prostitute or a psychotherapist. Either one, our time is up. Our time is up now. Everyone can just relax.
That'll be $300.
For next time,
Yes.
I would like to hire Phil.
Okay.
And I'm willing to take on Phil as a second character.
Okay. I love the idea.
I love it.
So what I'm going to do is, honestly, what we kind of got ourselves caught in the memberberry thing. We can just call that, how we kind of locked everything together and move on our merry way, or do another Scooby-Doo thing. But I think either way is good. Folks, we did some interesting role playing again. Once again, the theater of the demented mind is very much what we do here. Everybody, I want to say thanks for rolling with the idea, for being willing to do jump cuts in reality, which is sometimes unsettling to players who develop things like love of their characters and plot. And this is what get when you really don't hand out XP either. So that's even funnier. Do I even have a thing where I talk about our outro? Yes, I do. Folks, I'm going to put a little bit of a question on DM Dave here in a little bit. But we have a lot of other things coming up on Architects of Fate this week. Launching in to the happy July, we have Conan Adventures in the Age of Dreamed of. Below me. All right, I think that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. I don't know. After dinner with a rather charming archaeologist led to an explosion of energy from the fragment of the dead god in Albrecht's backpack, the party has decided if they should grab the second artifact and leave it like they were leave like they were asked to in the first place, or if they should decide to investigate the strange place they find themselves at, and the source of the bursts of power as the two artifacts draw nearer. Okay, I have no idea what that was all about. And then it sounds like they're just as discombobulated as Sunday night. And then on Wednesday, Call of the Netherdeep. Try the red stuff. Last episode, the Banditos set off on their first mission for the Allegiance of Alcite. What is supposed to be a simple retrieval mission ended with half of the Sun-Cut Bazaar being reduced to rubble and the deaths of 2 innocent civilians. I don't think they were really innocent. I'm pretty certain that the Banditos will make sure that evidence is planted to implicate they deserved it. On account of the retrieved trinket being infected by a familiar red mineral. Oh no. How much more Acarel will the Banditos accidentally destroy? We'll find out in the next thrilling episode of Wayne Can't Get His Line Straight or Call of the Netherdeep. Thursday is the 4th of July. That's Freedom Day. And also, it's Election Day in the UK, which is what's British. 4th of July is who gets left holding the bag for a crashing economy in the UK. That's gonna be, we're a little political here. And then Friday, we have Cookie Trek. Cookie Trek is back after a week off. And we have nothing else that we know how to do, which is all we say is, well, here we are then. Are we a kingdom yet? Wait, what did I miss on this, Rufus? We're not a kingdom. But yeah, and then Tomb of Annihilation. I don't have notes for that.
I have one.
I have Chew the Cud. I don't think that's right.
That is good. My title is Beware Napaka.
Oh crap.
After the Cure and Jaeger's experiment with the mysterious control panel was interrupted by a battle with a massive plant creature, they continued their exploration through the 5th level of the tomb and discovered a mysterious message written in blood. The Cure has raised Napaka, the last queen of Omu, from the dead, and Jaeger has found a keyhole in a faux chest made of jade. What have Kenneth and Scrob been doing in the meantime? Join us Sunday to find out.
Oh, but they've got her daughter, her granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping that buys us out. Felix is screwed. All I know is that Goliathman's still there listening, by the way. So he was very excited to hear that. I think he waits for the
He's going like this.
Yeah,
going,
it's like you just keep it out. We can take those points away. And then Monday we're rolling back around to Bajor Rising. I'm going to put Cameron on the line. Cameron, the title of the next episode is Dust in the Wind. What do you think should happen next week?
Ooh, I don't know. I know that we're working on the farming facility to try to increase production. So we probably are going to have to do some more dust analysis. We were looking at, my character was looking at a soil analysis at the time.
Yep.
So,
It could be a hoedown.
and it is very windy there.
Yep.
BT dubs.
All right. So yeah, that's it. And we had 2 players. We were down 2 players, so their characters will get to have a catch up. It was actually a night of the nerds, where we actually learned about practical soil analysis. It was good. And then we circle back to, just because I can do it, Strange New Playtest, our TOS era. It's episode 3, and we're calling it The One with the Whales. So hopefully that'll be fun. I didn't pick a raid. I'm probably not going to pick a raid. That I'm going to say, hey, thanks everybody for playing. Thanks for making it a great Monday. It's the real world's been kind of harsh, in my opinion, lately. The real world's been kind of harsh today. So I wish everybody well.
Agree.
And please take care. We'll wave and pretend that we'll wave everybody off.
We're all okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Take care, everybody.
Right.